Your pet would like to have a word with you. In fact, your dog, cat, bird, horse, fish, even bearded dragon would like to have an entire conversation with you. But having that trans-species discussion is difficult without an interpreter, or go-between. A specifically skilled individual who's been communicating with our animal friends for more than 3 decades, bridging gaps in understanding, elevating relationships, building peace and harmony among all Earth's creatures. That person is Suzan Vaughn, the Animal Whisperer. And this episode is, Can These Cats Live Together?
I'm Suzan Vaughn. In this episode, Benjamin and Florian, 2 young Parisians, planned to move in together. But combining their households also meant making their 2 cats, Ratigan and Perle, part of the family. The 2 felines were completely different in temperament. Ratigan, a midnight black 4-year-old male, was very territorial, defending his home, his human, and his possessions with a fierce stance. Sweet Perle, a 6-year-old calico female, was mild-mannered and non-confrontational. Each cat had a different point of view regarding living together. Their humans just wanted harmony. In this session, I spoke to both cats and humans in my quest to find common ground. What I learned surprised me, and will likely surprise you too. First, Ratigan told me that this was one of the first times in his life that he had territorial security, and it felt good. He said he'd lived a lot of other places where cats came and went, and where he couldn't count on his own territory to be his own. The security he felt in his present surroundings, which turned out to be Benjamin's mother's place, felt very good to him, and he proudly claimed it as his own. Another thing about him is, I don't know if he has a chance to go outside, but this cat has a strong drive to hunt, stalk, pounce, do things in trees, get insects, very strong drive for that. Is there a chance for him being outside?
Yes, there's a possibility. Yeah, if it's important, yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let me tell him that and see what he has to say. So I asked him, will you trade harmony and part of your territory with another cat for your ability to go outside and be in nature? And Ratigan says, absolutely, yes. Ratigan also says he's a proud hunter and proud of this ability and not so much able to express it. But Benjamin, I bet if a bug gets in the house, he's on it.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, so if you can let a few more bugs in, he would be grateful.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a hard compromise. In the time being, Benjamin, he needs a lot of play and, stimulation. It feels like, are you gone a long time in the daytime, or?
Yes, I'm gone.
Ratigan needed intervention right away. He was getting restless, waiting for his man to return, and he made his protestations known with loud meowing while sitting at the doors and windows of Benjamin's mother's house. His needs were largely ignored, though, because the gracious lady did not want her son's cat to come to any harm while he was away. So I suggested bringing the outdoors inside. I asked Benjamin to consider placing a bird feeder outside the window, bringing tree branches inside the house, and getting a large plant that was okay for Ratigan to roll around in. I also recommended a square of sod in a litter pan. After all, Ratigan was an outdoor cat, a great hunter, forced into retirement inside the house with an elder female, and he wasn't happy about it. Ratigan assured me that he was a very capable cat, wise to the dangers of the outdoors. When I asked him directly about specific dangers, he showed me that he knew exactly how to handle them. He knew about cars on the road, about predators in the area, about getting locked inside garages and sheds, and about several other hazards outside. Bottom line, he told me, he would choose quality of life over his safety any day, and that included interacting with wildlife. I let Benjamin and Florian know they could make a deal with Ratigan so they could feel more comfortable, though. For example, asking him to come inside at dusk. Cats often make that deal with me, as long as I let their people know that for a nocturnal animal, it's a big compromise. Benjamin and Florian were thinking of moving from France to London, so it was going to be a significant relocation for everyone in the family. But first, they wanted to have an animal communication session, then a tryout in Benjamin's apartment. They would bring the two cats together first to see how they would get along before moving in together in another country. I asked Ratigan if he would be willing to try things out with the two guys and the female cat Perle in the apartment. He said he would, and that it was a much better idea than bringing Perle into his space.
Okay.
That's interesting, and I feel like that's much better for him to try it out that way.
Is it possible to see how Perle, I don't know if Perle feels about it?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry. I would say she says cautiously optimistic, but also I feel positive about it.
Okay. Okay.
She says a cat companion would be fun.
Okay.
And she says this could be fun for her. She could make room for another cat. You know, she doesn't have the territorial thing. Doesn't have that going on. She also doesn't have the thing going on where she's dying to go outside either. So
Yes.
that she could experience the outdoors through him in a way, that he would come back smelling like certain things and showing her what's going on out there.
Yes.
So she says it could be a good and stimulating thing, and fun, fun companionship,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animals communicate telepathically, so I also coached the boys to visualize the cats getting along and being friendly toward one another when they brought them together for the first time. It never helps when the humans have pictures in their heads of fighting cats when the cats first meet. The two young men did move in together into the country house. Ratigan was thrilled to be able to return to nature and enjoy the outdoors. Perle was happy to have a cat companion. She was perfectly content to stay mostly indoors and have Ratigan explore the outdoors. He brought her pictures and stories of his adventures out in the countryside, and she was content and happy with her new companion. Both cats and their people enjoyed a harmonious household, sharing a comfortable space that both humans and animals found peaceful and calm.
For more episodes in the series, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. To learn all about Suzan Vaughn and her services, visit her website at animalwhisperer.net. Be part of the community by subscribing to her Facebook page, animalwhisperer.net. Then sign up for Suzan's newsletter to enjoy more of her fascinating animal-human communication stories. So, until next time, join Suzan as she talks to the animals on The Animal Whisperer.